Good morning, friends. It is February 12th, 2026, and the world's largest SUV camper conversion is underway officially. My dad drove up. My buddy's out of town for a few days to help me cut some wood. But I can't lie. I am feeling a lot of pressure right now to get this right and make it all fit. I know I can make it all fit, but will it all fit and function to the most optimal way possible and not be annoying is what I'm putting pressure on myself about. So here's where we're at. I got the engine running because well, the doors have been open a lot and want to just keep the battery charged. So here we go. Subfloor was attempted yesterday, and it is a subfloor. I'm just not sure anymore of the general plans here, but yeah. Oh goodness, I can't even talk right now because I'm trying to figure out all the options for making this happen, because I was thinking toilet right there, and gray tank kind of right there. Hold on here. Freshwater tank right there. Plenty of room for the water pump, and this is the sink assembly, which, just for sake of it, I know I'm probably making you all dizzy, I'll leave in the box and not get all out, but it's a pretty cool looking little van life sink. So yeah, I was thinking along this, and then the Iceco APL35 fridge could go on a platform right here, which is possible, but I'm not necessarily saying I designed this subfloor, but I did not design it with the thought of it being 2 stories and bearing, well, the fridge is 35 pounds, and whatever contents I put in it, or we put in it, so let's just say 55 pounds maybe, and that's a fair amount of weight. So yeah, I know I can make it all fit, but here's another thing, all this space back here, well, I want to utilize it for at least between the wheel wells for an entire bed platform, because we're at plus or minus 51, 52 inches between the trim for the wheel wells, and well, a queen size bed I think is 60. So yeah, you want every inch you can get when 2 people are gonna be sleeping back here. So yeah, man, it's a lot of pressure. I know I can make it all fit, but will it be annoying and a pain in the ass to use? I don't know yet. Okay, it's taken pretty much the whole morning because it's noon right now, but I think I figured out the puzzles. So here we go. This is going to be the general way somebody would enter this RV of sorts. Coming in here, this is going to be a fully functioning seat and with seat belt. So come on in here. You could have the option of just sitting down, or you could, oh wait, nope, come back. Okay, swing your legs over. Yeah, it is tight, but it is what it is. And the toilet then becomes a stool. So double use of things here. All right, so here is the big challenge. There's a lot of stuff that weighs a lot and really should be at a base level. So stacking things would just require some really beefy cabinetry. Not that that's impossible, but it's just a scenario. So this is where the fridge is going to go. It's going to be the Iceco APL 35. It'll go right here, and the lid opens like this, so it will only be generally accessible from this side of the vehicle. Then it will have there will be like a cabinetry or something right here, and this will more or less all be its own modular piece. Sure, there will be a gray take drain line heading out that direction, and there'll be a drain from the sink into here, but it will more or less be modular, which is nice. So then the other thing here, you got this, and fold that down. There's seat number 2. Now when you're sitting here, you're gonna have a countertop. Underneath the counter is going to be a water pump, and that's roughly the size of a battery. Sink, freshwater tank. That drawer system I've shown you in previous videos, that is going to be cut in half. It just has to happen. There's no way all this stuff could get all down in here. And with the sink, gray, and freshwater tank, you're either going to have all 3 of them or you're going to have none of them, because they work together and there's other ways of handling water and whatnot. But yeah, this will work. And so when it's bedtime, that drawer system is going to be right back there, but we'll have planks, probably 2 rows of planks that come out and chunk right there to cover this up, and then probably measured right in here somewhere, planks to get you, well, here, that's 72 inches from the back trim to here. So that is enough of a sleeping platform. But I can't say how much of a relief it is just to have an executable vision that makes things functional. And it will feel quite open when you look at it in the regards of countertop. When closed, that'll be flat space. That will be flat space. When all of this will be nice flat space when the bed is tucked up into there. When the fridge is closed, that'll be flat space. There's going to be flat space there, so it will feel very functional. And yes, the elephant in the room is the shitter, but that is a reality. You'll be shitting right next to your refrigerator. I'm okay with it. I've done worse things in our travels. But yeah, this is executable. Aside from the fact I need some more 3/4 inch plywood. Definitely need some of that. But yeah, this is a good thing.